Hi guys, welcome to our channel Shubhada Group of Education 6C. You are watching Satish physics videos for KCET and NEET. So we are continuing current electricity part, synopsis for current electricity. So let me move to the next concept, that is what grouping of resistors. Grouping of resistors. Okay, grouping of resistors. You know that this is how we usually represent the resistance of a resistor R. Okay, so terminal A and terminal B here, two ends. Okay, so here we have two types of the groupings. The first one is a series grouping. We have studied, right? Series grouping. In series grouping, this is a back-to-back connection of resistors. Suppose if we have applied some potential difference V, so this is R1 and this is R2. At that time we say that R equivalent must be equal to R1 plus R2. Okay, please try to remember that once the resistors connected in series, the current flowing through them must be the same. Okay, current is same, and V is different. Okay, and if the n identical resistors in the sense R1 must be equal to R2 must be equal to R3 must be equal to like this Rn. Okay, if the n resistors are connected in series, at that time equivalent resistance of such series connection grouping is R equivalent must be equal to n times R1 or R2. So however, okay, so it must be n times R. Okay, so the next connection is the parallel grouping. Okay, parallel grouping. So here it would be like this. Okay, so here is a potential difference V, and this is R1 and this is R2. The provided here is that current flowing through them must be different. This is I1 and this is I2, and this is the main current I. We know that I equal to I1 plus I2 by using Kirchhoff's current rule, and the potential is same here as the applied potential V. Okay, this is a plus minus V itself, same potential as the potential difference applied A will be dropped across R1 as well as R2. Okay, so here the equivalent is nothing but 1 by R equivalent, that must be equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 divided by R2. Okay, this is what the equivalent resistance. I usually use R equivalent equal to R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2. I usually use this one. Okay, suppose if n identical resistors are connected in parallel, at that time the R equivalent must be equal to R divided by n. Okay, R divided by n. Please try to remember that R divided by n. Okay, now the current division rule is very much important here. Let me explain that. Current division rule. Okay, current division rule. For example, suppose if we have a parallel connection like this, I clearly told you that when the resistors are connected in parallel, so this is R1 and this is R2. Okay, so the main current is I here. Okay, so there must be, as it is a junction, as this the red mark is junction, as it is connecting two different branches. Okay, so there must be a division of electric current. Say this is I1 and this is the I2. Okay, I1 and I2. So what is the value of I1 and I2 is the question here. Okay, so that is calculated by using the current division rule. So it is I1 equal to the main current I into opposite branch, that is what R2 resistance divided by the total resistance is R1 plus R2. Okay, similarly I2 must be equal to main current I into R1 divided by R1 plus R2 will give you the exact values for current I1 as well as I2. Okay, please try to remember this one. So after that we have studied about cells here. Cells. Okay, cells. You know that this is what a cell. The positive terminal is the negative terminal, and this is the terminals A and B like this for the external connection. Okay. Usually, due to electrolyte, each and every cell offers some resistance due to the electrolyte, that is called as internal resistance, usually denoted by small letter R. Okay, denoted by this small letter R here. Okay, so After that, we have studied the grouping of the resistors, cells here. It is what series connection, series grouping of cells. In series grouping, it will be like this. It would be like this. Okay, so this is point A and point B. So this is EMF E1 and this is EMF E2, internal resistance R1 and internal resistance R2. At that time, equivalent EMF must be equal to E1 plus E2 and R equivalent must be equal to R1 plus R2. So this is how you can easily, okay. Sometimes they usually ask you to find out the terminal potential difference across E1. So at that time, terminal potential difference in the sense you need to take the potential difference between these 2 points. Say this is A point and this is the C point. Then VAC must be the potential difference between A and C. That is the terminal potential difference across the cell E1. Okay, please try to remember that. After that, we have the parallel grouping. Okay, parallel grouping of these cells. Parallel grouping. Parallel grouping, it would be like this. Okay, so this is E1, R1, E2 and R2. So here in this case, E equivalent must be equal to E1 R2 plus E2 R1 divided by R1 plus R2, and similarly R equivalent must be equal to R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2. Okay, so this is how we can get the value of the equivalent EMF as well as internal resistance, equivalent internal resistance of the cells. Okay. Okay, so for example, let me take an example here. Suppose if we do have a circuit like this, okay, we do have internal resistance and we do have one more external resistance of resistance R and small r and EMF E. At that time, the same current I flows through the circuit as this R as well as small r in the series. The same current I flows to the entire circuit, right? So I is equal to E divided by R plus R will be the current flowing through that. Okay, please try to remember this one. Simple circuit diagram. Okay, sure. After this one, you have studied the power due to the electric circuits or power due to cell. So you know that power, electric power P is equal to V into I, and V is nothing but potential difference and I is the current to the circuit. Okay, power P equal to V into I. Next one is very much important. Let me explain that because the many of the questions will be based on Kirchhoff's rules. I will explain first of all Kirchhoff's current law, KCL, Kirchhoff's current law. Okay. Suppose if there is more than 2 branches, the branches in the sense like this. Okay, say these are the branches like this. Okay, so it contains R1, R2 and R3 like this, and say this is I1 and this is I2 and this is I3. Okay, this is just an assumed diagram here. The point at which more than two or more than 2 branches meet, that is called as junction or node. Junction or node. Okay, so if there is a node, then we can apply the Kirchhoff's current rule or current law. We can easily apply that. Okay, it says that incoming current must be equal to outgoing current. Okay, incoming current at a node that must be equal to outgoing current at the node. Okay, at the node, that is what I1 that must be equal to I2 plus I3. Okay, so this is what how you use Kirchhoff's current law. Okay, the next one is very much important. Kirchhoff's voltage law or Kirchhoff's voltage law, KVL or Kirchhoff's voltage rule. Okay, let me take a circuit here which contains the battery and resistors R1, and we do have one more resistor like this, and we do have one more battery, and we do have one more resistor here. Okay, so this is EMF E1, and this is E2, and this is R1, this is R2, and this is R3 resistor. Okay, assume this is the value of the current or the current flowing through the entire circuit. This is an assumed current. Okay, see, while applying the Kirchhoff's voltage rule, you need to get the potential difference across each and every resistor. Okay, you know that by using Ohm's law, V is equal to I into R, correct? See, if this is the direction of the current always flows from higher potential to lower potential. So that's the reason why I will take the higher potential and it's a lower potential like this. Okay, the voltage drop across it is I into R2 because current into resistance, V is equal to I into R. The same current flows here, it must be positive and it must be negative. This is what? I into R1. Okay, so here as the current is going like this, that's the reason why it must be positive and this must be negative. Okay, this is I into R3 like this. Understood? So now this is what the voltage drop across E1, the battery E1, and this is what the voltage drop across battery E2 now. This is the positive terminal, this is negative terminal, this is the positive terminal, and it's the negative terminal. Okay, you can apply Kirchhoff's voltage rule either clockwise direction or the anti-clockwise direction. However, you can use, no problem. Okay, the algebraic sum of the voltage drop or the potential drop across each and every component in a closed loop, that must be equal to 0. See, if you look at this circuit, it is what? A closed loop, correct? So it's starting from here and it will go like this without any break. So it is coming to the same position. So that's the reason it is called as a closed loop. It's called loop. Okay, the closed loop. So where there is a closed loop, we can apply the Kirchhoff's voltage law, and it says that the value of the potential drops across each and every component. So this circuit contains cells as well as resistors, correct? That must be equal to 0. So how to take the sign in the sense, suppose if you are moving clockwise direction, whatever the first polarity will get, just take that. Let me show you that. So here is I am going like this from this point. Okay, so here I am getting plus here, plus sign here. That's the reason why plus E1. After that I am getting next terminal, that is what? Minus, right? For R2, this is what? Minus I into R2. And after that I am getting R3 here. So that's the reason why it is minus I into R3. And after that it is plus E2. And it is minus I into R1, that must be equal to 0. So this is how you can apply the Kirchhoff's voltage rule. So this is how you can easily use Kirchhoff's voltage law or rule for any closed circuits in the electrical circuits or electrical networks. Okay, suppose if you have any doubts, just make a comment on the comment box so that I can help you with. Thank you very much and wish you all the best for your examinations. Good luck. This is what